Hi kings and queens, how are you doing today? So today I'd like to show you how I made my herb infused oil and flavor oil. So first let's get to know our ingredients. Here I have some fresh rosemary, fresh basil, and fresh parsley leaf, and I also have some lemon. We're going to be using the zest, some onion, garlic cloves. I also have cinnamon stick. We'll be using also some spice, star anise, and also some black pepper corn. So the base of this oil is going to be Tesoro de Espanol canola oil blended with extra virgin olive oil. So we have some paper towel, the blender we're going to be using. Also we have kitchen genie blender for this recipe. First we are going to go in with our flavor oil. That's the first oil we're making today. So you already know the ingredients are stated here. I already prepared my ingredients, and because I'm very skeptical about measurements, actually one thing about flavor oil, or one thing about oil infusion, is the amount of oil you use is what you're going to get. It might just reduce maybe a 1% ratio, but the amount of oil you use is what you're going to get. So for this I'll be using 1.5 cup of oil for this recipe. You would want to cook this oil on a very low heat. Combine your ingredients first off heat, then cook on a very low heat for about 2 hours. You want your ingredients, the flavors, to infuse into the oil. You don't want to burn them, but you don't want to have a burnt flavor. What you want is the flavor of your ingredients to be infused in the oil. So you need to cook on very low heat for at least 2 to 3 hours. So when you're cooking with an oil, or when you're cooking in an oil for about 2 to 3 hours, you know the heat has to be very low. The heat has to be very low. Don't forget that. That's the one of the mistake that a lot of people can make in making of this oil. Though there are different ways you can make this oil, there are ways you can make it without even having to wait for a longer time. But for this we are cooking for about 2 hours. So at this point this oil has stayed on the fire for about an hour plus. You can see after an hour plus, you can see that the onions is still looking very vibrant, meaning it's cooking on a very low heat. At some point I had to transfer it from the medium burner to the smallest burner because I noticed it was burning too fast. So after about 1 hour 30 minutes, this is what we'll have. We still have about an hour to go more. Honestly, at this point, the aroma all over my apartment was something else. So this is like about 2 hours 15 minutes of this oil being on the fire, and you can see the golden brown. You can tell that is well cooked and ready right now. So what I did was I took it off the fire, I took it off the heat, and allowed it to sit for about 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, this is what we have. I prepared my cheesecloth for filtering. You can use a fine sieve, but I don't like any particles in my oil, so I prepared a cheesecloth for the filtering. So here we're going to filter it, and because the cinnamon stick takes a longer time to absorb into the oil, I'm going to put it into my squeeze bottle and pour in the oil into the squeeze bottle with the cinnamon in it. You can totally use a funnel if you have, but I don't have, so I'm going to use my measuring cup for easy pouring. And also, this oil shelf life is only 1 week. Please and please, if you're going to be using this recipe or if you're going to be doing this, make sure it doesn't stay more than a week in your fridge. You keep it refrigerated and it stays only for 1 week. So that'll be all on aromatic or flavored oil. Next will be our herb oil. I hope you love this video. Please, if you do, don't forget to like, comment. I know I'm not perfect. I don't even want to be perfect. Please tell me my imperfection. I am very eager to hear from you. Bye. Ciao. Thank you for watching.